going to start off with my Pro Longwear Concealer by MAC, and I'm using this as an eyeshadow base. I really like this because it covers all of my veins and my dark circles, and it just gives me a really good base for eyeshadows. And no surprise here, I'm using my favorite transition color by Makeup Geek, and this is in Creme Brulee. It is the perfect transition color. It goes on very soft, it has these nice peachy undertones. I'm just taking a large fluffy blending brush, and I'm going to place this in the crease and right above the crease and just work my way in windshield wiper motions to really blow out the color and make sure that it's really nice and soft. Now I'm going to go in with the color Chickadee. It's a really nice peachy color, and I'm just going to place that in the crease with a 217 MAC brush. And you just want to mainly concentrate the color inside of the crease, working your brush back and forth and slightly blending it into the Creme Brulee. And I'm also kind of blending that out on the outer corners of my eyes. And you just want to make sure to build up the color and work your brush in circular motions, and that's really going to blend it into the Creme Brulee really nicely. For some more definition, I'm going to go in with the color Mocha by Makeup Geek. This is just a nice chocolatey brown. And I'm only going to place this on the outer corners of the eye and really smoke it out and make sure that it's really nicely blended. This is just going to give me a little bit of definition as well as make that eye appear longer on the outer corners, kind of like a cat eye. And I'm just taking a smaller blending brush to really blend that in and try to stay right underneath the crease. To brighten up the look just a little bit, I'm going to use this Pigment by Makeup Geek in the color Afterglow. And I'm just going to take a large eyeshadow brush and press it right onto the ball of my eye, as well as bring it into the inner tear duct area as well. And I'm just going to pack it to make sure that the color is really concentrated and really pigmented. And this brush is the perfect brush for that. This is a Sony Kashuk brush. And then I'm just going to go back in with some of that Mocha and make sure that it blends in very nicely with the Afterglow. And you can go in and touch up any colors that you may have lost throughout the application. And here I'm just going to put a little bit more Chickadee in the crease to make sure everything looks really soft and blended. And here comes the fun part. I'm going to add this color here by Makeup Geek. This is in Lemon Drop, and it's just a really nice bright yellow. And I'm going to place that in the tear duct area with a small eyeshadow brush, and then I'm just going to pat it and then slowly blend it into the Afterglow. I'm bringing it a little bit further than just the tear duct area. I'm bringing it a little bit inwards just so that you can really see the color. And then you just want to pack it on and make sure that the color is very concentrated. If you want it to be a little bit brighter than this, you can always add the NYX eyeshadow jumbo pencil in Milk, and that would just make the color appear more vibrant and more yellow. I wanted the eyeshadow to be a little bit brighter, so I went ahead and added some MAC eyeshadow in the color Nylon, and I'm just putting this on with my finger, and I'm putting it right on the ball of my eye. So you just want to pat that on and try to keep it just in the center, and that's just going to brighten it up just a little bit, make it look a little bit more shimmery and not so flat. So the eyeshadows are pretty much done. I'm going to go ahead and move on to this new product that I haven't tried before. This is by MAC. It is the Prep and Prime Radiant Brows. And I'm just placing this in the normal areas that I would highlight my face, which are underneath the eyes, down the bridge of my nose, a little bit on the forehead, on the sides of my nostrils. So here I'm just going to give you a mini little first impression of the product. I really like the packaging. I like that you just click it and the product comes out in the brush. This is the one that's a little bit more on the pink side. And then I'm just going to go ahead and blend everything out using my synthetic pointed foundation brush. And I really enjoyed this product. I like that it has a little bit of iridescence to it. So it really does make my skin look like it's glowing, like it's lit from within. And I like it a little bit better than the Pro Longwear concealer that I've been using to highlight. Just because it gives me that really nice lit up look. And it still gives me enough coverage so I don't have to put any concealer on underneath. I can just use the highlight by itself. So now we can finish the eyeshadow. I'm just going to basically do everything that I did to the top of my lid to the lower lash line. So I'm just going to mirror that. I'm going to put a little bit of the lemon drop right here in the inner tear ducts. And then I'm going to put some nylon in the center. And whenever you're doing this, you just want to blend it in with the first color that you put on so that it just has a really nice smooth gradient all the way across. And then right after that, I'm going to put on some of that Mocha on the very edge of the eye. And then just to blend everything in really well, I'm going to put a little bit of the Chickadee right over that Mocha. And that's just going to really smoke it out and make it look really soft and not so harsh. And it's just going to bring the whole look together. I'm not going to use any eyeliner with this look. I'm trying something different. So I'm just going to go in with the color Corrupt by Makeup Geek, which is a super pigmented black eyeshadow with an eyeliner brush. And I'm just going to place that really close to the lash line. And I'm just going to try and smoke that out as much as I can. I'm not going to go all the way in with this. I'm just going to do maybe about halfway. Again, whatever I do to the top lash line, I'm going to do it to the bottom lash line. So here I'm just going to place a little bit of that Corrupt eyeshadow on the outer corner of the lower lash line as well. And I'm just going to try and make sure that I get it right into the root of the lashes. I don't want to see any flesh. And then you can even slightly wing it out. And then you could always go in with a brush to soften it up. And make sure that you don't see any harsh lines whatsoever. You want everything to look really soft and smoky. That's it for the eyeshadows. So now I'm going to move on to my mascara. I'm just going to apply a couple of coats to the top and bottom lashes. And here I'm using my favorite mascara by Too Faced. This is the Better Than Sex mascara. So I'm just going to apply pretty generously. And then I just put on some of my favorite lashes. These are by House of Lashes in the style Iconic. These are just the best lashes I've ever tried. They're so pretty. And now I'm going to go in with the Kardashian eyeliner and White Lies. I'm just going to put that in the waterline. And to be honest, it's really pearlescent. It's very shimmery, so it doesn't really last very long. So if you have something that's a little bit better than that, go ahead and use that instead, because this one didn't work very well, as you can see. But here are the eyes finished. I think this is really pretty, very flirty. It's neutral. Even though it has that pop of yellow, it's not too overpowering. It doesn't look too crazy. It just goes so well with all the other shades. And now we can move on to the rest of the face. Here I'm going to use the color Bellismia from Kat Von D. I really love the color of this blush. It's a really nice soft peach color. I'm just going to put that right above my contour on the sides of my cheeks. And you want to get a little bit of that color on the apples of your cheeks as well. And then just blend it towards your hairline. And for a highlight today, I'm going to use this one here by MAC. This is a mineralized skin finish in Adored. This goes perfect with any type of peach blush. I'm just going to put that on the very tops of my cheekbones and a little bit on the blush itself, just to make it really nice and shimmery and give me that really nice glow. And for lipstick, I'm going to go ahead and use my Lime Crime lipstick in Cosmopop, which is a really nice orangey peach color. And it was a little bit too orange for me, so to mute it down or to tone it down just a little bit, I went ahead and put a little bit of my MAC Myth on top of that. So if you have this color Myth, it's really good to tone down any type of lipstick. If it's a little bit too harsh, you can always add a little bit of Myth and it's just gonna bring it down just a notch. And then I always like to blot it just so it doesn't look too chalky. And here is the completed look. I hope you guys enjoyed this makeup tutorial. Don't forget to check out my Instagram to see other makeup looks. I always post all my makeup looks on my Instagram, some that I don't film and some that I do film. So go ahead and check that out. And as always, thank you guys so much for stopping by and watching these tutorials. Let me know in the comments below if you like these type of makeup tutorials and what you would like to see next. And I will see you in my next video.